This is one interesting video in which a patient was planned for a premium IOL implantation, and during implantation the trailing haptic got snipped and we had a damaged IOL in the bag inside the eye. And now this is a situation where the one of the haptic is broken and there is no backup IOL in the OT. And this can happen with any one of us, especially so with these head-off or multifocal IOLs for which we usually don't keep a library. So one solution is that you can capture this optic into the rexes, but that will not be a consistent situation because the IOL then can later on dislodge, and more so implanting a damaged IOL in an eye doesn't sound very ethical to me. So what we planned was to remove this IOL at this moment so that patient doesn't get any further issues with the damaged haptic IOL, and then leave the patient a phakic. So we will explant this IOL at this moment, and the technique to explant this is twist and pull. We'll show that just now. So one has to replenish the anterior chamber, deepen its chamber, prolapse the IOL, and align the haptic to the incision site. And then using a dialer and a lens holding forceps, we will pull this out, and the technique is to make the incision such that it is a funnel shaped incision, so that when we are pulling out the IOL, it gets folded while traveling across through the tunnel. So holding this haptic, using the dialer to support the IOL, then holding and twisting the forceps so that the IOL gets twisted and it gets folded through while traveling through the tunnel. This is the day 1 picture, and you can see the cornea clear. And this is the next day OT when this IOL implantation was planned. A new fresh IOL was called for. But as luck would have it, these are preloaded IOLs and we don't expect them to get trapped like this. However, again the same situation arose and we had a trapped haptic. This time the patient and the surgeon were lucky because the haptic didn't get damaged, but it was stuck very severely in the cartridge. So there was an issue to remove it without damaging the haptic. So the optic is unfolded, it is in the anterior chamber, and the haptic is still caught in the injector cartridge with the pusher along with the cartridge. So pushing the pusher out and then holding the pusher and pulling back the cartridge and the injector. So now we have a haptic which is slightly damaged, but still it will not matter because the centration is not affected. And then implanting this IOL in the bag. So it was a day where it was a slight bad luck, but it was better than the earlier day, and we were able to solve the problem of this patient. And patient was implanted with this head-off lens successfully on a second attempt, which was again a very roller coaster day, and we had a situation but was prevented by sheer luck. So this is the final picture at the day 1. There's some corneal edema, but patient was happy. Thank you.